Remember to stay hydrated, and today I'm going to be showing you guys a complete made in the USA EDC loadout. This is in celebration for 4th of July coming next week, and hopefully this gives you an accurate representation of the quality that comes out of the USA. For now, sit back, relax, and let's get it. So Independence Day or 4th of July is right around the corner for us Americans. And if you're not from the US, then hopefully this video gives you some insight of what we have to offer in terms of quality. All of the items in this EDC kit are USA made, so let's not waste too much of your time and get right into it. First off, I've got my Data Crew What a Junior. This is the brand new red variant, and I felt like this would match up with the red, white, and blue colors that we're going for. So these are set to drop on Friday, June 30th, but if you guys want a little bit of a hint, if you go to Data Crew's website, scroll down to the bottom and punch your email in for their super secret club that will give you early access to purchase the red What a Junior. And on top of that, I'm really close friends with Los and Milk over at Data Crew. If you use code EDM, that will get you 10% off on your order. Let's not get too sidetracked. The What a Junior pouch. This thing is made in the USA, actually in Los Angeles, California. And they make pouches as well as patches, which we'll cover here in just a second. But I haven't actually reviewed the What a Junior yet. That review will be coming very soon, so stay tuned. This definitely does get my 100% stamp of approval. But in terms of the What a Junior, there is a YKK zipper here on the back side. This is really nice to store some of your cards and maybe some band-aids. And then I went ahead and upgraded mine with a JRW Curator Flex bead with the paracord. I say in every single pocket dump video, adding a simple paracord with a bead will just change the entire aesthetic of the pouch. It also negates that jingly sound that you get from a zipper pull on a stock pouch. So let's flip it over to the other side and show you the patches that I've applied onto this pouch. This is where you can see the overall American flag theme come out with the red, white, and blue. The first one here is the knife drip patch from House of Blades. Those should be launching here really shortly. I'll be leaving a link in the description below if you're interested in grabbing one of those. And of course, you can use code EDM for 10% off at House of Blades. Next to that is this Moonshine patch. I actually got that out of a trade, so I don't even know where that's from. Next one to that is going to be from Stacks in this red, white, and blue format. I really dig this one and have been waiting to use this patch for this specific loadout for a long time now, so I'm happy to have that one on there. We've got a Cookie Monster from Toxic Patch Co., the Pouch Boys Mobile 1 from Data Crew, the Feelings Coffin from Data Crew in red, and then the last one on the front is the High Stacks Patch V1 in this really nice blue. Before I show you all the dope gear inside this pouch, let's give a quick word for today's sponsor. This video is brought to you by the House of Blades, a premier knife dealer located in Fort Worth, Texas. I had the opportunity to visit House of Blades down at Blade Show, Texas, and man, do they have one of the coolest knife shops that I've ever been to. They pretty much stock every single knife brand that you can possibly imagine, anywhere from Benchmade, Spyderco, Chris Reeve knives, Microtech, and a bunch of others. We also had the chance to check out their really cool laser engraving service. That laser room is just absolutely insane. If you guys want to do any customization to your blades or even hell your Yeti water bottles, you can actually just send over your files and they will get that custom logo or whatever it is on whatever object you're laser engraving. If you guys are interested in getting a knife from House of Blades, make sure that you use code EDM for 10% off your entire order. Thank you so much to House of Blades for sponsoring our channel. Let's get back to the video. Onwards to the interior of the pouch, and the first thing we're greeted with is my Carnival EDC Zon Gang Hank. It kind of gives you a hint of what the USA made knife is in this loadout, but this thing is pretty nice. I got this as a gift from Balin. And inside the pouch, this thing is pretty stacked. Not a ton of EDC items, but these are all functional in its own way. In terms of the interior patches, I have this traditional tattoo looking one from Stacks, and then the Fresh AF from Data Crew. This is just one of those scented trees. Now I know this is going to be brought up in the comments below. The only things that are not going to be made here in the US are going to be the PVC products. So that would be the JRW Curator Flex bead and all of these Ranger Eye patches. I just wanted to address that because it is kind of hard to get USA made patches on board. Let's move on to the fun stuff. So there is going to be a tag that says made in the US for the What a Junior, and right under that is going to be my USA made ProTech Runt 5. I featured this knife in a few other pocket dump videos, but the Runt 5 may be my most favorite pouch EDC knife to date just because of its overall size and shape. This is the blackout variant with 20 CV blade steel and a sheep's foot / reverse Tonto blade shape. Overall, the Runt 5 is a really good USA made micro EDC knife, and I can recommend it to every single one of you guys. Next up is my Tactile Turn mini bolt action standard pen. These are also made in the USA. We actually got this one at Blade Show, Texas, there at the Tactile headquarters. And I just absolutely love the overall shape and ergonomics of this pen. It just barely fits in the What a Junior, but it does the job and fits very well. If you guys are looking for a really nice USA made pen, go to Tactile Turn. Of course, they're a channel partner, so I'll leave a link in the description below for one of these. Next to the bolt action mini is going to be my best flashlight in my entire collection, and this is the CWF Micro Click Arcadian. I feature this in pretty much every single one of my pocket dump videos, and that's just because I use it all the time and it's built really well. These are also made here in the US. They're not cheap whatsoever. That's going to be an apparent theme in this video. USA made things are not cheap. You pay for quality, and this flashlight is no exception. It's made of titanium, takes a 10440 battery, and has a bunch of different light modes. It's extremely bright, as you can tell, and for it being this small and pouchable, they go for like $400 to $500, and I got mine at Urban EDC Supply. The last thing on the pouch is going to be this guy here, and this is the JRW Gear Judge. If you guys don't know who JRW is, then go check my other videos. Jamie is a really close friend of mine at this point, and he makes some really cool stuff. But I have this thing kind of double protected with this Greg Stevens leather slip. This is also made in the USA, and I've got one of his brass curator beads attached to it. This one is also from Texas. But in terms of the Judge, this is a functional piece of pocket art. So this is the stainless steel version, and what it does is it basically opens up bottles. So if you guys are into bottle openers, you basically just attach it to the bottle and then lift up and it breaks off the cap. The secondary function is it basically acts as a spinning top. If you guys are familiar with spin the bottle, this is really good for board games. If you're trying to pay a tab, you can literally just spin this, and whoever it lands on, it says your turn. I really like this piece, and Jamie is actually making a bunch of these now, so go check out his website, just jrwgear.com, I believe. I'll leave a link in the description below. So the next item is very important to me, and that is going to be my water bottle. This one is really special because it's a USA made Nalgene bottle in collaboration between Everyday Minimalist and All American Maker. Brendan over at All American Maker suggested that, hey, why don't we make a water bottle that's going to be affordable and USA made? So we came up with this right here. This is the hashtag Stay Hydrated project, and we've got a bunch of cool things happening here. So you've got the hashtag Stay Hydrated, we've got the knife nut guy, which is Brendan's mascot, and this topographic pattern for the background. If we twist the bottle here, it says Nalgene made in the USA, simple, safe, sustainable, and then we have this marking system with knives indicating how much water you've gone throughout the day. I drink about 3 to 4 of these a day, and it's just really nice to have an indicator of how much water I'm drinking throughout the day. Of course, remember to stay hydrated. These things will be dropping on July 10th at the All American Maker website. There's going to be 2 variants available, this teal blue one, which represents the channel colors, and then a smoked out gray version. These will be limited to 68 in each variant, and they're dropping for about $30. So guys, make sure that you guys stay tuned July 10th. You can follow me on Instagram, every.day.minimalist or All American Maker, and then when July 10th comes around, get your hands on one of them. It's not too expensive, and it's a USA made product. There's only a couple items left, and these are going to be living in my pocket. The first item is going to be this guy right here that I picked up at Blade Show Atlanta. This is the Nice Guy Machine Co. Mr. NICEBAR Pry Bar. It's made of titanium, made in the USA, and I've gone ahead and added the stainless steel JRW curator bead to it. This entire pry bar setup is all USA made. I use these things for camera plates, I use it to pry things, I use it to screw things, whatever it might be. A pry bar is always in my EDC kit. I've been trying to get one of these for ages now, and I'm finally happy to say that this one is mine. The last item for this USA made only carry is going to be my primary knife, and that's none other than my Chris Reeve Knives UMNUMZAAN. This thing has kind of turned into a channel mascot, but it's for good reason. This is a phenomenal knife. It's made of S45VN blade steel with titanium scales, made only 4 hours away from me in Boise, Idaho. The Zaan is just a timeless piece, and I plan on making this a family heirloom. Hopefully I can hand it down to my kids and they can hand it down to their kids, but this knife sits in my top 5 knives of all time. It is just too good. If you guys haven't seen my full review on the Zaan yet and want to learn a little bit more about this, I'll leave a link in the description below so you guys can check that out at any time. But I believe the Zaan is the pinnacle handful of USA made production knives. Another couple noteworthy items would be the Leatherman Free P4. This is a really nice multi-tool that Ashley got me for my birthday. I use it absolutely all the time around the studio, and it's a pretty cool USA made multi-tool. And hiding in the background of this entire video, the Benchmade Anthem. I didn't want to suggest this one right off the bat just because it's a very, very hard knife to get nowadays, but this is a USA made integral knife. A lot of people have been asking me to buy it. This is not for sale. The Benchmade Anthem is literally the best Benchmade ever created. And you guys just gotta listen to this. It's one of the best sounding knives I've ever handled. But there you guys have it, my USA made carry. What do you guys have in your pockets that are USA made, or what are you trying to get if you don't already own a USA made product? Let me know in the comment section below. Hit that like button if you like USA made products, and dislike it, I guess, if you don't. Thank you guys so much for spending your time with me today, and I guess I'll have to catch you on the next one. Peace out.